Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And for so this video, we'll be discussing the 1986 musical, Chorus Line, was starring Michael Douglas. Well, this movie, excuse me for a minute. This movie is, of course, based on the famous Broadway musical, of course, of the same name, which is, I believe, is still in the top five of the longest running musicals of all time. With entry number one, of course, is Family Opera. Number two is I think it's Chicago now. In the revival of the show Chicago. Three is Cats. I think four is I think Chorus Line is still number four because of the longest running Broadway musical. Whereas the movie version, pretty much, I've never seen the original Broadway show, but a friend of mine who saw both the movie version and the Broadway show says that the movie pretty much followed the Broadway show. And the movie version, of course, the only real big name that was in the movie version, of course, was Michael Douglas. He plays the role of Zach, who is the casting director and the choreographer of this Broadway show, which you really never knew the name of it. It was some Broadway show, and they were doing an audition. I think it was either a new show or a show that was or a show that was recasting. You really didn't know if it was a new show or not. Uh, but it was kind of gray. You didn't really know that much about the show itself. That the cast was auditioning for. You just know there was a Broadway show that was auditioning for a chorus. That's what they named Chorus Line, because it was a chorus line for a Broadway show. You never really knew what the hell it was. There's people auditioning for to be in a chorus of a Broadway show. And what I understood is in the Broadway show, you never actually physically had a person playing the part of Zach. I think for the movie version, they gave the character a name. They gave him a subplot, but a subplot with one of the characters named Cassie. And that's pretty much what the plot is. The plot of the movie is, like I said earlier, it's about a bunch of people who are auditioning to be in the chorus of a Broadway show. And one of them is actually had a former girlfriend or a former love interest of the main character, Zach, who was played by, like I said again, by Michael Douglas. And of course, in the Broadway show, you never actually physically had to put just a voice over the loudspeaker in the theater which the chorus line was running in. You didn't have a voice. You didn't have a physical person auditioning the actors and dancers for the show. That's the voice. Kind of like in Field of Dreams. You just hit the voice. In the movie version, they hired Michael Douglas to play this part, and his old girlfriend comes to New York after many years of being apart from Michael Douglas's character, and she was like, "I'll work," and she wanted an audition for this show, and for a long time throughout the movie, he didn't let her audition, and then eventually she convinced him to audition. So look, I need a job. And then come here to bug you to ask you for money, and then ask you for any perks or anything else, or to get back together with you. I need a job. And unfortunately, the only person who might consider me for a job is you. That's why I came to you. But I know how good of a dancer I am. I know you're good. But it's too personal. I don't want people to say I hire you because you are my old girlfriend and stuff. Well, when that is going on, you have all these people on this particular line that's like a tape across the floor of the stage, and everybody is on this line, and they're all telling their stories and why they want to be in this part, why they want to be considered for a part in this show. And that's where the fascination of chorus line comes from. It's from each one telling their own particular, each one of the actors auditioning for this show. That's where the fascination of chorus line is. It's from each one telling these stories and the songs that went along with them. Because there was a lot of speaking lines in the chorus line, but of course they eventually get into song, and that's where the best parts of the chorus line are said. Of course, the one thing that turns me off of the chorus line is that there's one particular part that's like really, really early on in the film when they start talking to, when they get down to, let's say, the last 12 people or 13 people, whoever, how many were left. One of them tells a story about masturbation. Yes, there's actually a masturbation story in this movie. I don't know I think it was also in the original Broadway show as well. There's one particular guy who talks about masturbating because he made a book on health and because of part of sex, and he actually masturbated over the book, and he talks to the priest about. He thought he had like gonorrhea, and he may have BD jokes when he's telling the story, which is really the only thing that really turned me off of a chorus line. That particular scene. But I mean, other than that particular sequence, I did kind of like the movie, and the music, of course, was the score of a chorus line was written and conducted by Marvin Hamlish. Or should I say, like great Marvin Hamlish. And he actually won a Pulitzer. Not only did he win on the show, won all these Tony Awards. I think it was at the time before the producers came along. I think he won the most Tony Awards. He also won. Marvin Hamlish won a Pulitzer Prize for writing the score of a chorus line. And of course, the songs are terrific. I mean, you can't get songs like this anymore. Not only just over the fact that Marvin Hamlish died, but how many Broadway shows are currently on Broadway today that you know the songs of? Because the first real big song is I Hope I Get It. I Hope I Get It. With the whole cast singing the song I Hope I Get It. I mean, hope I get the part in the show. And of course, you have other songs like At the Ballet. And it's sung by an old veteran who, really over the hill. Someone's in their 40s who was auditioning for the show. Because she was asked when you get your person being the dancers. Oh, because I went to a ballet when I was a kid and I was fascinated with it. And so her and Carl sang the song At the Ballet. Of course, the big song that everybody remembers from a chorus line is, of course, One, which is sung 3/4 of the way through the movie. But of course, the other big songs, of course, for the movie, not only movie but Broadway shows, is of course What I Did for Love. That's when she trying to audition for when the casting characters trying to audition for the show, and of course Michael Douglas won't let him do it, and it feels like that relationship is over. Not only the personal relationship, but also the professional relationship was over and done with. And she's walking up the steps on the side of the stage. This is what I did, and she's saying What I Did for Love, which of course is also a big number. And the funny thing is that Michael Douglas is in this musical, and he plays one of the few characters in this movie. There's about maybe 3 different characters who doesn't have a song in this movie. Michael Douglas's character, Zach's assistant, and of course the assistant choreographer, who was played by, I forgot to mention this, Eric Bozeman. And of course, later on in his career, almost 20 years later, was in Law and Order: Criminal Intent. So those 3 actors, those 3 parts, are the only 3 characters who does not have a song, who doesn't sing a song in the film. Of course, one of the highlights of the show for me is when I think it was Audrey Landis, who is Drop Dead Gorgeous. I mean, and we know this clip is on YouTube. Excuse me, when she sings the song Talent 10, Looks 3. That song is because when she performed or auditioned for a previous show, the producers liked her talent, but she wasn't pretty enough. So they gave her ratings her between 1 and 10. How they rate her talent, they gave her a 10 for talent, but for her looks, she only gave her a 3 for her looks. So what she decided, or her character decided to do, was to have a boob job and have plastic surgery. So that was the roll out laughing scene. We could laugh out loud for that scene, because she was so good. Audrey Landis was so good doing that performance. I don't know if she could actually sing or not, but she was very, very good in that performance. And of course, I'm not going to give it away if she makes it at the end of the film, because there were a bunch of people who were picked to be in the chorus at the end of the film. Um, I think about half of them, I think about like 6 of them, I think it was, at the end of the film were picked. I think about like 5 or 6 of them were picked at the end of the film. I'm not going to tell you which ones. You can figure it out for yourselves pretty much. If you've seen clips of the film on YouTube, you can pretty much guess who the six were. Of course, the other one the other part that really stands out for me, it's an episode or it's a song that was sung by Diana Morales, who was a little Puerto Rican girl, not too bad looking. She does a song called, or performs a song called Nothing. And what went into that song was she was doing a song telling a story about how she was, why she wanted to become an actress. I said, because I always wanted to be an actress ever since I was a kid. Growing up a same one, and then of course moved to the Bronx. My family moved to the Bronx, and I always wanted to be an actress. So I lifelong dream to be an actress. So I went to the School of Performing Arts, my very first acting class, and she tells the story about how she was in her very first acting class, and her acting teacher, who was an asshole pretty much, and that's the first day. The first day we're going to first start off in this class with improvisations. I want you to be on a bobsled in the middle of the winter time, going down a hill, and it's cold out down the hill in the snow. Okay, go. And of course, that's how the song starts. And there's several versions of this particular song on YouTube. During the movie clip, which was cut down a little bit, I don't know why. The person posted the video of the song from the movie version of the song Nothing. Cut it down for like about a minute or so. I mean, you're thinking about at least a minute and a half longer than the actual clip is on YouTube from the movie. So I'm talking about. I'm not talking about any other version of it or any other videos on YouTube. I'm talking about the movie version clip that's on YouTube. It was cut down for about a minute or so. Anyway, that's how the song starts off. And she said, "Oh, for a week we did this," and all the other kids said, "Oh, I feel the cold, I feel the wind, I feel the air, I feel this." And said, "Okay," and he said, "Okay, Morales, what did you feel?" I said, "I feel nothing." He says, "How can you not feel anything? Everybody else feels like didn't feel anything." So what happened was all the other students in the class making fun of her because she felt nothing. And all these various acting exercises when you're supposed to be something, and you're supposed to imagine, use your imagination, what it will be like, or what it feel like to be going down a sled in the middle of the wintertime, or or like she said in the song, an ice cream cone. How does it feel to be an inanimate object that's an ice cream cone? I can understand you acting, like pretending you're on a sled going down a hill. You have to use your imagination for that. But for how in the hell can you be an ice cream cone? Or a human being be an ice cream cone and all that stuff. So that's what she was saying. So how can you be an ice cream cone in person? Not an ice cream cone. And of course it was lying in the movie says all this bullshit. All this bullshit went in because you can say it's bullshit. But all the edited version is nonsense. Or some other various word, not the curse word. Because in the movie version they put the cursing in. But she says the whole thing a bunch of bullshit because hey, it's stupid. These exercises are stupid. You're supposed to teach me how to be an actress, and not having me pretend I'm a bobsled or on a bobsled going down a hill in the middle of the winter. So the teacher says I want to go transferred. She would never ever be an actress. And all this shit and all this crap. I mean, he was really treating her like crap. And all the other students, instead of maybe being a little more sympathetic and maybe trying to help her a little bit, trying to help her with these exercises, all these stupid acting exercises. And they're all stupid acting exercises if you come to think of it. And instead of the students helping her, when another classmate would feel sorry for her and help her out, they all make fun of her. You're nothing, Morales. You're nothing, Morales. And all that stuff. And then, of course, when she actually prayed for guidance, after she was holding these praying, she crossed herself and says, help me with some guidance, please. And then, of course, she had a little voice saying, this man is nothing. This class is nothing. Go find a better, and if I said go find a better class, which of course she did. She had to find a better class with a better teacher who helped her become an actress better than this guy did. And of course, she found out that 6 months later, according to because all these songs are like stories in a way, not stereotypical love songs in a musical. These songs are really stories, more than love songs. That's what's typically in a Broadway musical. And the song said, "Oh, 6 months later, I found out that the teacher I had died." And she mentioned that after she heard the news that the teacher had died, she cried. And the reason why she cried is because she felt nothing for the teacher. It was like feeling like justifiable, you know, like irony is that the teacher paid, that she mentioned in the song and said, "Hey, the teacher paid for treating me badly. He treated me so badly they had no feelings for him." I had the same feelings too with some of my teachers. When Friday night died, I didn't cry over him because of my elementary school principal because he treated me badly. I never had any sympathy for him because first of all he was a jerk, and second of all he died and said, "Hey, great, where he is now, he's burning in hell for where he is." Who knows? Maybe this teacher who treated Diana that way is in hell as well. Well, getting back to the movie, actually, of course, the big finish is, of course, he did one, which is like really the big number, and then after that they did one more dance routine, and there's one particular guy who was a homosexual. I don't know in real life, but his character was supposed to be gay. He hurt his knee swelled like a balloon, and literally swelled like a balloon. So it took him out to the hospital. And then after when that incident happened, I said, "Okay, I'm going to, start making the picks now for the people for the chorus now, so everybody get back on the line." Just before that, I should backtrack a little bit. There was one particular scene where there was one girl who auditioned and Michael Douglas' character seems like that he knew her story before the audience knew, because he looked at her. He says, "Hell of a day, huh?" He says, "Yeah, it was." And then she goes into the whole story about how she auditioned on the morning that she auditioned for a part. She had like a breakdown for a different part for a different show. She had like a nervous breakdown or something, or a mental breakdown, and she just crying and couldn't stop crying for 4 days. And she was in the hospital for a few months, and she just got out like a week earlier, or 2 weeks earlier. And then she found out that this show was auditioning, and the doctor said it was too soon for her to audition. And she said, "Michael, even if you don't pick me for this show, I know I won." And came over my breakdown that I had. So that was also some little. That moment didn't last all that long, but was some moment. And then of course, then he lined up all the remaining people there and started eliminating people. And so, okay, now those of you who are at a certain spot on the line, all of you, thank you for trying and goodbye. And the rest of you are uh, now hired and you're all going to get contracts. Through your agents. We're going to send you all your agents. The contract for the show are going to be out of town for a couple weeks, and then we're going to be back here in New York. And of course, that's when you see the different reactions from the people who were picked. Again, they're going to give away who was picked. But and of course, the show ends with everybody in the gold suit with the gold top hats, singing the song "One," which of course ends the movie. But overall, other than the one scene I mentioned earlier, but the masturbation scene, when they're talking about masturbating, the rest of the film is fine. I don't have any problem with the fine. I mean, I like the performances. I like of course, the dance sequences, of course, and of course the songs, of course, are always the best parts of any Broadway musical. I feel, and of course, the songs in chorus line is definitely the highlight for this show, at least for me, because this is one of the few Broadway musicals where the action all takes place, at least in the movie version anyway. Pretty much all the action takes place on the physical stage of the stadium. There were a couple of scenes where it took place in a dressing room somewhere. Movie thing where the Cassie character is trying to convince Larry, who was the assistant choreographer, said, "Hey, we're trying out for this part, and they want money from Zach. Just want a tryout. I just want to audition for the show. I don't want money from Zach. I don't want anything from him anymore. Our relationship is over and done with. I just want to try out." Other than those particular scenes, the rest of the action takes place on the physical stage, which is rare for a Broadway musical because I think except for Phantom of the Opera, a lot of things take place in the opera house. In Phantom of the Opera, most Broadway musicals, or at least the movie versions of Broadway musicals, do not take place on the physical stage. And of course, on the Broadway show, it has more than one set, so they change the settings and they change the sets and all that stuff. But not in Chorus Line, it was really stripped down. And of course, the plot was really extremely simple. I mean, it's not all that complicated of a story compared to maybe some other musicals that came out over the years where they have a complicated story to it. And one musical number after the other. You can see the same thing with Chorus Line. But it's really, on the stage with the stories of the individual people. Well, I want to that's my review of a Chorus Line. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. And also you can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel here, but you can also check out my videos, reviews, at least a good chunk of them, on rowdyc.com. That's OOWDY, C.com. And you put it in text on the screen here, in case you miss it. You can also check out the Rowdy Reviewer. That's also the website, or the official website of the Rowdy Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore, who does the TV Trash, the P.O. Pizza Guy, the Wrestling Mark. He does these various characters for his reviews. Plus, he also has other content on his website as well. That does his content, but also my content as well, plus other contributors to his website as well. So it's not just mine, not just Chris's, but other people's as well. So please check out his website as well. My contact there as well. My videos there as well, as long as his, plus a whole bunch of others. Check them out as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.